and you come and hand this to me. So I'm getting ready to go live, but you just you just don't know how much of a blessing. I'm about to cry. Oh my God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. All right, all right. You are tuned into Heart Connections with your heart coach, Adelai Brown, right here on It's 11:32, and it's time for Heart Talk. You know what that means. This is the talk portion of our show. This is where we come to renew our minds and restore our hearts. And I'll tell you one thing, God is surely doing some awesome things. One of this segment is brought to you by Help Save Me from My Broken Heart, Your Journey to Living and Loving Again. And you can get your copy of Help Save Me from My Broken Heart at theheartconnections.com. Also, if you want to check me out live doing Heart Talk, you can catch me live in YouTube. You can go to bit.ly/Heart Connections, and it'll bring you directly to the page, or you can go to the Heart Connections. But I had a little mix up with the previous page of mine, and so it may take you to an old page. So I just wanted to put that out there. And yeah, let's get into Heart Talk, guys. I know you can kind of hear in my voice. As I was coming on air, God is just really moving in here in this atmosphere in my life personally. He's moving in the studio. He's just doing amazing things, and I really want to encourage you guys. And I want to talk a little bit about hope. We had Miss Dorothea Bernique on, and she's having the Money Fair. Increasing Hope is hosting a money fair this Saturday, April the 21st, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Royal Life Center, 4750 Abraham Avenue in North Charleston. This event is free. And what she wants to do is empower the community financially. She wants people to learn about money. She wants people to learn the principles to overcoming debt and building wealth, and making it about, it's all biblically based. And I think it's awesome. They're implementing the D-Free program, and it puts me in the mind of anybody who's familiar with the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace Program. But this is specifically catered to the Black community, a faith-based community in the Black community. So if you're interested in this, make sure you check it out. Registration is at mymoneyfair.com. I know I kind of went off on a tangent with all of that, but when I was talking to her about the finances, and she was talking about how we spend a lot of the things that we deal with money, it's all emotional. It ties into our worth, it ties into our values and what we really think about ourselves. And that's how we spend our money. That's how we manage our money. And a lot of people don't like to hear it. The truth of the matter is, many of us were not taught how to properly manage money, just like many of us were not taught how to properly manage stress, and how to properly manage depression, how to properly manage setbacks, how to properly deal with it, different types of difficulties in life, like things like, how do you, this dropped in my spirit, so I have to say it because of defending Dinah and the things that LJ has told me about. Like, many people have been raped, but that's not a common topic you hear people talking about when you're talking about how do you overcome. You hear people talking about, how do you overcome a bad breakup? 3 steps to being an independent person and being able to do things for yourself. And most of these things we're being taught are in response to root causes that aren't being addressed. In this financial training that Increasing Hope Financial Training Center is doing is doing to money what we need done with our hearts. And as we work on our hearts, trust me, when you really get to the core of doing your heart work, and getting to the core of what the issue is, your finances are going to be impacted by it as well, in a positive way. Your health is going to be impacted by it. I can honestly say, since I have been working on myself, guys, I really honestly, I still have to get better with my eating habits, but certain things I don't even want to eat anymore. I don't even have a desire to eat them. And really, what am I saying? I just want to talk to you about increasing hope. I just want to talk to you about increasing hope. I just want to talk to you about hope is to cherish a desire with anticipation, to want something to happen or be true. I like that. To cherish a desire, to cherish a desire with anticipation, to want something to be true. A few weeks back, I talked about the difference between desire and decision. Well, I think that was last week. Desire and decision. And a hope is to cherish a desire with anticipation. Faith is thanking God for the decision with anticipation. Desire is one thing. When you get to faith, you have made the decision that it's going to happen. Many of us have been stuck in the desire stage. And what's even worse, some of us have been beaten down so bad emotionally, we don't even desire to be better. We don't even think it can exist. So we close off the thought that I could even be better than what I am. So there's not even a hope. Some people don't even hope for a better relationship. All they know is abuse. That's all they've experienced. That's all they're expecting. There is no anticipation for something better. What do we do with that? We live in the world with these people. Some of us are these people. You need to be honest. Have you given up on your future? Did you just turn 50, or are you someone who just turned 30 and you think your life is over and you've given up on what's to come, and you don't know where you're like, whatever, I just spend my money like this because it doesn't matter anyway. I'm gonna always be in this situation. We gonna always have I feel like somebody have their foot on my neck and I just can't do. I'm gonna always be in this situation. Are you one of those people? I want to talk to you today because when I have been in a situation financially where I have had a terrible credit score. Then I've gotten to the point where my credit score got up so good I was able to buy my house. And then I've been in a situation where I'm back, collectors calling me because I didn't pay this on time or didn't do this on time or whatever the case may be. When I was listening to Miss Dorothea talk, and I told her this. I said, a lot of times, and she said this, a lot of times we think we know so much and therefore we don't get it done. Well, we do know the right thing that needs to be done. We do have that desire. There's a desire there, so we know that it could happen, right? But we don't take action. We don't make the decision to make it happen. I could have been this book will be physically in the hands of those readers in May. I could have been still hoping, oh, I want to write my book. We have to take action. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 12. And I'm gonna remember this because this is my baby's birthday backwards. 12, 13, 13, 12. Proverbs 13, 12. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. That's the NIV version. The King James version says, hope defers maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, it's a tree of life. Hope deferred. Hope deferred. Has hope deferred made you sick? Has hope deferred embarrassed you? Has it caused some self-conscious distress? Remember our word of the day? Thank you, Moments with LJ, for bringing us that. Have you have you have you really uh, thought about the fact that what you think about yourself has everything to do with what's going on in your relationships right now, what's going on in your bank account right now, what's going on with that blood work the doctor just called you about? And hope deferred, many of us, and I'm processing this right while I'm on the air, and I'm gonna go and study this because this is something I need to sit in. Hope deferred, when I think about hope deferred, I realize that why is it deferred? Hope deferred makes the heart sick. To defer is to put off an action or an event to a later time, to postpone. It says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. So hope deferred makes the heart sick. What is hope? To cherish a desire with anticipation. So, in other words, when we choose not to even desire something, when we postpone even desiring it, it makes our heart sick. Let me give you a real life example of what that looks like. When you're someone that says, I don't need a man, I'm independent, I can do this all by myself. You're not even giving yourself room to receive what you know you want on the inside. The only reason why you saying you don't want it is because it hurts so bad to want it and keep getting hurt. It hurts so bad to want it, and it seems like they don't want you the way you want them. But remember, the hope you have, hope deferred. It's impossible to please God without faith. Hope leads you to faith. If you defer to hope, you will never get to the manifestation of this thing happening. God doesn't defer your hope. You defer your hope. You postpone desiring with anticipation. Why would I want that? People like me don't get things like that. Why would I want that? I'm not good enough. Do you know what I've been through? Do you know where I've been? Do you know what I've done? Why? How could that happen to me? It's hope deferred. That's why we're in debt. That's why we're in debt mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And we have to get to a place where we're ready to go deep and deal with what it is that needs to be dealt with. Revelations 12:11. Here's another one, birthday backwards. That's why I remember that one. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. Yes, we can't love ourselves unto death. You can love yourself so much, you try to protect yourself so much till it kills you. You're trying to protect yourself, you're putting yourself in harm's way. Don't defer your hope. Don't make your heart sick. Let's increase your hope. Let's increase your finances. Let's increase your faith. That's what has to happen first for all of these other things to be increased. We have to be where we need to be. We have to trust God in the difficult spaces. We have to trust God no matter what's going on. Don't defer that hope. Trust me. You're only hurting yourself. I know it's scared to believe. It's scary to believe. I know you put yourself out there before and they let you down. I know. But guess what? You got to do it again. You know why? Because Jesus is right there waiting. Trust me, he is. But you got to dare to trust him. You got to dare to trust him. I will. And remember, the first cut is the deepest. But that shows you that we're making progress. We're getting closer to hope. This has been Heart Talk with your heart coach, Adelai Brown, right here